Let's check out the dates here. April 13th. You see that there's no acknowledgement? There's no acknowledgement here. Let's check it out again. April 14th, April 13th, April 13th. There's no acknowledgement here. No acknowledgement. Okay. Here we go. Personnel. Post Office Clerk, May and Robert. They're refusing to release a letter to me that's been returned to sender. They're refusing to release a letter to me, returned to sender. Let's see now, which one is it? Okay, this is in transit. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show that later, but look at the numbers here now. 1856, last four numbers here. 1856 says in transit. April 14, 2021. That's important because they changed the dates here. February 12, 2021, in transit. Look at the numbers. Last four numbers, 6048. Okay, let's take a look here. So this one. Oh, they're freezing it on me. See that? That's the other one. Six zero four eight. Remember that 6048? Last four numbers? It says that your item was refused at the address. Okay, on February 3rd. Last sentence. Being returned to sender. Okay. That's on February 3rd. 6048. Now, let's go back. Put that down. Let me click this one down. 6048, February 12th, 2021. It says in transit to the next facility. It said that it was refused. So why is it that it says it's in transit to the next facility when it was refused? This is February. This is now what? This is now April 15th. Check that out. April 15th. And I still don't have a letter. So I'm sending an email over. This is another one, 1856. In transit, April 14th. Okay, let's take a look at that one. April 1856. Look here. That's four numbers, right? 1856. March 18th. Your item was refused. Okay, so I sent letters to Festos, my old company, Festos Building Supply. Number one, I'm going to do my taxes. So I need the paperwork for them to send to me to do my taxes. Number two, they told me out of all the drivers, out of 5 drivers, law enforcement put me over the most and gave me the most tickets. So I sent them a letter to send me a letter so I could do my taxes, and that law enforcement has pulled me over the most. I was the most ticketed person. They had received one of my letters, but then as I send the next letter, because they never answer me, they refuse my letters. Now that I go to the post office to get the letters, let's go on. This is May and Robert. They are refusing to give me back my return letters. So I'm sending a complaint through. This is what I'm doing. I'm sending a complaint through that they are refusing to give me back my letters. Now, let's go back here. USPS.com. What's the issue about? The employer's name, time of incident, location. So like, where it says, what is the issue about? They don't allow you to type in what you want to say. So these are, how can I explain it? These are boxes that you have to check. You gotta check this box, check that box, check this box. So they don't allow you to type in what you want to say. But it says, please review the information below to make sure it is correct and complete. Okay, but where's my issue? Okay, where's the issue? What's my complaint? There's nothing here. There's no information here about my complaint. So they don't put that on the screen because they don't want you to know what complaint I'm filing. This could be a complaint about, I don't know, about Christmas packages. I don't know. It could be a complaint about anything because they don't want you to know what's going on. Okay, so that's why. So the complaint is about send the certified mail and May and Robert at the post office. (103-28) Roosevelt Avenue, Post Office. How they're refusing to give me back my mail. Okay, this is submit. Let's see what we have here. This is confirmation. So this is your service request number. You receive an email response about your issue within 1 to 3 days. Okay. Let's see what happens. Again, these letters are sent out to Festus Building Supply asking for a letter out of 5 drivers. I was the most one that was pulled over and the most ticketed person. So, in other words, I was most ticketed by law enforcement. I received the most tickets. And by me receiving the most tickets, I've been saying for years and years and years, because people in law enforcement have been following me around and terrorizing me. I put this up online in 2013. I'm not allowed to date anybody, start a new family because these terrorists are following me around. I found a court case that mentions the same thing. The court case is called Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. These terrorists cover people in law enforcement that follow people around. They use their thugs to break into people's homes and businesses. They paid a fine for their terrorism. This is a court case. The court case is called Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. They can't say it's not true. And this is more proof that they're terrorizing me every day. Right here, by me sending a letter to Festus Building Supply in Long Island City, Queens, New York. Shows you that these corrupt people in law enforcement, out of 5 drivers, they had targeted me and given me the most tickets. But That's not the only proof. You can also check out my license as well. These people are terrorists. They did the same thing to this guy named Philando Castle. They stopped him about 50 times. How long do you think cover-up people in law enforcement was following him? 6 months? A year? 5 years? 10 years? These people are cover-up people in law enforcement. And I caught them, and now they're mad, and now they're trying to bring me much more harm. So as they do that to me, what I do is I tell my ministers what's going on. Not only did I tell my ministers, but I told my friends as well, hey, this is what's happening to me. This is what they're doing. So everybody knows that this is no secret. And when I drop dead, like Johnny Cochran that freed O.J. Simpson, it's because I was murdered. Let me say it again. When I drop dead, like Johnny Cochran that freed O.J. Simpson, it's because I was murdered by cover-up people in law enforcement. Let me give you a case in point. According to the court case, Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General, these cover-up people in law enforcement used their thugs to break into people's homes and businesses. That was proven in court. So, I break into your house, I break into your home, and I put stuff in your food and drink to make you sick. Does that sound hard to believe? Well, let me give you another example. You could go to any library that you want to. Look up government experimenting on people. Government experimenting on people. Agent Orange is one example. Agent Orange is one example. The government would experiment on people, and the local government and what they would do, according to the court case, they break into your homes, they break into your businesses, according to the court case. Now, they put stuff in your food and drink. That's not in the court case. That's not in the court case that they put stuff in your food and drink. I am saying that they put stuff in your food and drink. Why did they break into your house for? If I don't like you, if I hate you, if I want you dead, what did I do? I put stuff in your food and drink if I want you dead. If I don't like you. Right? And make it seem like, that you had a heart attack. If I don't like you. So, what's the purpose of cover people sending their thugs to break into your house for? What's the purpose of that? But to steal stuff from your home, to put stuff in your home. To steal stuff from your home and to put stuff in your home. That's the purpose of that. That's the purpose of cover people in law enforcement using their thugs to break into your house. To put stuff in and to take stuff out. Does that sound reasonable? So now, since I caught these people who are attacking me, and they cannot stop me, let me say it again. They cannot stop me. They came to the right person. They cannot stop me. As long as they keep attacking me each and every day, I'm going to keep telling others what they're doing to me. Terrorizing me. Forcing me to live out on the streets for no reason. Oh, that's in the court case too. Law enforcement make people homeless by getting them evicted. That's in the court case. Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. These are corrupt people in law enforcement. Highly, extremely dangerous people. You might know Colin Kaepernick, Eric Reed. According to the court case, they make people homeless and get them fired from their job. They pay the fine for the terrorism. And they're still doing the same thing today. And you know what? They came to the right person. Because my name is not O.J. Simpson, where I get up and run away from law enforcement. My name is not Julian Sands. My name is not Edward Snowden. No. although I have high respect for these people, but my name is not theirs. You see, in this world that we live in, the world, not France, not Germany, not Spain, in the whole entire globe, you have people that live in this world who are not afraid of law enforcement, who are not afraid of prisons, who are not afraid of death. That's all over the globe. So since some people are not afraid of these things, there's nothing that law enforcement can do to stop you. Nothing. The only way they can stop you is to kill you. That's it. Because certain people that live in the world are not afraid. You might have heard of the suicide bomber, or suicide by cop. So it shows you that people are not afraid of death. And corrupt people, law enforcement, they know this. They know certain people are not going to be afraid of them. They know certain people are not going to be afraid of prison. They know certain people are not going to be afraid of death. They know that. And since corrupt people and law enforcement know that, how do they react when they come across a person who they know that they can't push them? They cannot be pushed. How do they react? Let me give you an example. Let me give you two examples. Two different countries. Two different countries, two different examples. You might know Martin Luther King Jr. and Jesus Christ. Men who are nonviolent, men who refuse to be pushed or controlled by others. People who are uncontrollable. This is what scares corrupt people in law enforcement the most. People who are uncontrollable and nonviolent. What do they do to people like that? Well, history shows that they were murdered. So these are the people who are most feared by corrupt people and law enforcement. The ones that they murder, you see? Martin Luther King Jr. and Jesus Christ. Two people, nonviolent, and who cannot be controlled by others. Cannot be controlled. So since they could not be controlled by others, they murdered them. Now what do you think that they're going to do to me since I cannot be controlled and nonviolent? That's right. They came to the right person. And you see how there's background noise in this video? They've done it to other videos as well because they don't want you to know what's going on. That's why they put background noise in my videos. Oh, look at that. That's why they put background noise in the video. That's the reason why. So if you have any suggestions that you want to like, share, and support, please get my story out there because these corrupt people, law enforcement has been terrorizing me for years. I put it online in 2013 that they've been following me around, blocking me from dating and starting my new family. Today is 2021. 2021. The year 2021. And I'm still unable to date nobody and start a new family. They're interfering with my religion. Interfering with me finding a place to live. These people are terrorists. These people are killers. These people are murderers. It's just like the councilwoman said. If you Google councilwoman, type in the search box, councilwoman calling cops terrorists. It's incredible. These people are terrorists. You could also Google American Justice Cops on Trial documentary. And that documentary it mentions how these corrupt people in law enforcement are criminals with badges. Criminals with badges. And again, they came to the right person. Any suggestions, leave it in the comments below. if you're not being blocked by these couple of people in law enforcement. Like, share, comment, support.